Meet Maya. She just got her science test back and sees a big red number, 78%. Her friend Marcus got 92%. Maya stares at those percent signs and thinks, what do these numbers actually mean? Sound familiar? Well, today we're going to unlock the secret behind percentages together. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what that little percent sign means. And you'll never look at a test score the same way again. Let's go. Here's the big secret, and it's actually pretty simple. The word percent is made of two parts. Per means for every, and cent means 100. You already know cent. A cent is 1 out of 100 pennies in a dollar. A century is 100 years. So percent literally means out of every 100. That's it. When Maya scored 78%, it means she got 78 out of every 100 points. The percent sign, that little percent, is just a shortcut for writing out of 100. Pretty cool, right? The best way to see a percentage is with a 100 square grid. Picture a big square cut into exactly 100 little boxes, like a chocolate bar with 100 pieces. If you color in 50 of those boxes, you've colored 50 out of 100. That's 50%. If you color all 100 boxes, that's 100%. The whole thing. If you only color one box, that's 1%, just a tiny piece. This grid is your new best friend for understanding percent. Maya used one of these to study, and suddenly the numbers started making sense. Here's where it gets really cool. A percentage, a fraction, and a decimal are all just 3 different outfits for the same number. Take 25%. That means 25 out of 100, which we can write as the fraction 25 over 100. Now divide 25 by 100, and you get 0.25 as a decimal. All three, 25%, 1/4, and 0.25, are the same amount. It's like saying soda, pop, and soft drink. Different words, same thing. Marcus used this trick on his test, and it saved him big time. Ready to try it yourself? Percentages are everywhere in real life. Once you know what to look for, you'll spot them all day long. Your phone battery shows a percentage. When there's a 50% off sale at the store, that means things cost half price. A weather app might say there's a 30% chance of rain. Sports stats use percentages all the time. A basketball player's shooting percentage, a quarterback's completion rate. And when Maya's mom leaves a tip at a restaurant, she calculates 20% of the bill. You're already living in a world full of percentages. Now you'll actually understand them. Let's talk about switching between these 3 forms, because this is a skill you'll use all year. Going from percent to decimal? Just divide by 100, or move the decimal point 2 places to the left. So 45% becomes 0.45. Going from decimal back to percent? Multiply by 100. Move the decimal 2 places right. So 0.7 becomes 70%. For fractions, write the percent number over 100, then simplify. 60% becomes 60 over 100, which simplifies to 3 over 5. Maya wrote this on a sticky note and put it on her mirror. Smart move, Maya. All right, let's do our first example together, just like Maya is doing on her worksheet right now. What is 30%? Start by remembering. Percent means out of 100, so 30% means 30 out of 100. We write that as the fraction 30 over 100. Can we simplify? Both 30 and 100 are divisible by 10, so we get 3 over 10. Now for the decimal, divide 30 by 100 and move that decimal 2 spots to the left. We get 0.30. And on our 100 square grid, 30 squares are shaded. That's 30%, nice and clean. Let's try 75%, and this one has a satisfying answer. Maya sees this on her homework and starts with what she knows. 75% means 75 out of 100. Write it as 75 over 100. Now we simplify. What's the greatest common factor of 75 and 100? It's 25. Divide both by 25. 75 divided by 25 is 3, and 100 divided by 25 is 4. So 75% equals 3 over 4, 3/4. You know what else is 3/4? 3 out of 4 slices of pizza. Maya just had an aha moment, and so did you. Now let's flip it around. Marcus wants to convert a fraction into a percent. The fraction is 4 over 5. Our goal is to get the denominator to equal 100 because percent means out of 100. Ask yourself, what do I multiply 5 by to get 100? The answer is 20. So we multiply both the top and bottom by 20. 4 times 20 is 80, and 5 times 20 is 100. That gives us 80 over 100, which is 80%. Marcus scored 4 out of 5 on his quiz. That's 80%. Not bad, Marcus. Now you can convert any fraction to percent the same way. Let's turn a percent into a decimal, one of the most useful skills you'll have all year. Our number is 45%. First, write it as a fraction. 45 over 100. Now, to divide by 100, we move the decimal point 2 places to the left. The number 45 has a hidden decimal point after the 5, so it looks like 45. Move that decimal 2 jumps left, and we land on 0.45. That's it. 45% equals 0.45. Notice the 0 in front. That 0 is super important and keeps our decimal in the right place. Maya loves this shortcut. Move 2 to the left. Done. Remember Maya and her 78%? Let's bring it all together. Maya's test had 20 questions, and she got 18 right. What percent is that? Set it up as a fraction, 18 over 20. Now we need a denominator of 100. What times 20 equals 100? That's 5. Multiply top and bottom by 5. 18 times 5 is 90, and 20 times 5 is 100. So Maya got 90 out of 100. Wait, that's 90%. Maya looked at her test score wrong. She actually scored 90%, not 78%. Her teacher put both numbers on the paper. Maya is smiling now. And look at you. You just helped her figure it out. Before we wrap up, here are 4 superstar percentages every math student should have memorized. First, 100% is the whole thing. You got every single point. Next, 50% is 1/2. Split something right down the middle. Then 25%, that's 1/4, like 1/4 of a dollar. And finally, 10% is 1/10. And it's extra handy because you can find 10% of any number just by moving the decimal 1 place left. Memorize these 4 and you'll have a huge head start solving percent problems. Marcus calls these his cheat codes. And honestly, he's not wrong. Look how far we've come. Remember when Maya stared at that 78% and had no idea what it meant? Now she, and you, know that percent simply means out of 100. We learned that percents, fractions, and decimals are all the same number wearing different outfits. We learned how to switch between them like a math pro. And we saw percentages pop up in test scores, pizza slices, store sales, and phone batteries. From confused to confident, that's the percentage journey. Practice these ideas today, and percentages will